Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, and today we're going to introduce you to three gentlemen who have been longtime members here at North Hills Country Club. The three are David Bradley, George Conowall, and Tom Leahy. David, a lawyer by profession, is 86 years old. George owned a home heating oil company in Roxborough, and he's a spry 96. And Tom Leahy owned a printing company. He now enjoys golf at the age of 91. They still enjoy 9 or 18 holes, sometimes 3 or 4 times a week during the season. How do they do it? More importantly, why do they do it at such an advanced age? We'll find out that and a lot more here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirsttphiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. By the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality. A chance to be part of a team. A career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
Welcome back. Inside Golf continues from North Hills Country Club, and I'm joined by really some members of royalty here at North Hills. The three gentlemen with me have been members here at North Hills Country Club for a combined 150 years. David Bradley joined in 1965. 2 years later, the gentleman in the middle, George Conowall, he joined in 1967. And the new kid on the block, so to speak, is Tom Leahy. He's only been here since what, Tom? Late 70s?
78 or 9.
78 or 1979. It's amazing. Age-wise, Tom, you're now 91.
Right.
George, you check in at 96 years of age. David, you're the youngster.
86.
86 years old. You got some catching up to do. All right, gentlemen, let's talk about golf and you and how you continue to play, because all three of these gentlemen continue to play golf. Maybe not on a regular basis like they used to 50 years ago, but they're still out there occasionally, right, David?
Correct.
How often do you, now that the season is starting to kick off here in the Philadelphia area, what are your plans for playing this year?
Twice a week, 9 holes.
Twice a week, 9 holes. You're limited a little bit?
Yeah,
Your legs are bothering you?
No, I don't have the same torque.
You don't have the same torque. It's a big part of the game, right, George?
Great word. Great
Now, George,
word.
you've had how many joint replacements?
I have the knee, right knee, and the left hip.
The left hip was done how long ago?
Left hip about 10 years ago.
10 years ago. So you were only then, what, 86?
Somewhere around there.
Wow. How's it doing?
Great. I play golf anytime anybody asks me. I make an appointment to play. I don't have any schedule because at my age and my handicap, it's tough getting made up. Thank you.
Who didn't know that? And Tom, at the age of 91, what are your plans for golf this?
Well, I got a knee that has to be replaced. I had one done 10 years ago, and that worked out well, but this one is another story, and I think I may have to not do it.
Well, talk to George. He did it at the age of 95.
George is
so.
an anomaly. I can't do anything with George.
Nobody
he
can,
breaks
can
all
they?
the records. There's no.
What makes this guy tick? I mean, you play golf with him on a sort of regular basis. How does George Conowall, at the age of 96, still put a tee in the ground, go out there and have fun?
I think he's 66.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your secret, George, to longevity?
Well, let's get to 95 first, and then work
That's
on
easy. You
96.
go over Woodhaven Road.
Yeah, that's right. No,
That's the only way I'll get to 95.
the secret is, Harry, I worked hard. I participated in sports, played all sports, not good, but played all sports. Loved running, loved exercising. Didn't smoke, gave up smoking when I was 28 years old. Drink occasionally. You know what occasionally is, once a day.
That's a relative term.
It's a relative term.
I might have
okay?
something to say
But a
about
lot
that.
of people out
occasionally.
there will say, wait a minute, this guy is 96. What does occasionally mean? I'm not going to ask you for specifics, but you still have a drink of choice occasionally.
Every day. I like wine. I drink a lot of wine.
And if you look at this gentleman, okay, he's had a couple joint replacements, one at the age of 95, but he's about 2% body fat. And I may be overstretching it there, right, George? You're in great shape for a guy.
Yeah,
Any guy. Like David says, whether you're 66 or 96, you pass the test.
The muster, right?
Tom, what's your secret to still be going and wanting to get out there occasionally at the age of 91?
Well, I used to think about it, but I forgot what I remembered, so it's kind of difficult to answer that. But I have another knee that has to go, and that's keeping me off the track.
David, what was your best handicap here at North Hills?
18.
18.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you what it is now. It's more than 18.
It's off the charts.
It's off.
the charts.
George, how about yourself? When you joined in 1967, had you belonged anywhere else?
Well, and what I did, now I was associated with golf a long time. I caddied at the old Sunnybrook Country Club when I was sophomore in high school.
Now, when you say the old Sunnybrook,
long
was that in Flowertown?
Yes, it was. Once in a while, I'd thumb it, and somebody picked me up, and I'd walk up the Hawes Lane, and there I was. And I didn't get out all the time, but when I got out, it was $1.25 a round.
Nice little salary back in those days, right?
I don't know whether it was or not, but it was tough caddying. Tough caddying. I don't care what you say.
So that's how you got your start. So
Yes.
then you came here, you decided to join the club.
Yes.
Your best handicap here at North Hills?
Oh, well, let's say it's 18.
18.
Yes.
Okay. Tom, now I knew you, before you joined North Hills here in the late 70s, had been a member for a few years at nearby Sandy Run.
Yeah, I was a member there for 20 years at Sandy Run.
Now you have a reputation of being out on the range a lot. You love the practice. Now, you probably practice more than any 5 members here at North Hills. What was it about practice and you that got along so well?
Well, I was more interested in hitting the ball correctly rather than the score. I really wanted to hit it right, and practicing helped that along.
Let me ask you the same question I asked George and Dave. What was your best handicap in your prime?
Well, the lowest I ever was a 5, and that was at Sandy Run, and I was there at 5 for about 10 minutes, I think, because when I came over here, I immediately became a 6, and then shortly thereafter a 7 or an 8, and I carried that for a pretty good while, single digit.
And as I said, you used to work at it probably more
Yeah, I did.
than anybody else. All right, we'll continue our conversation with Tom Leahy, George Conowall, and David Bradley. They're royalty here at North Hills Country Club. More with these 3 gentlemen coming up next on Inside Golf.
This season, stay up, stay out, stay wild, stay cool, and stay together, because you don't have to go far to get away. Book your stay and receive offers of up to $250 at these premier attractions.
Clubhouse Golf has teed off at the King of Prussia Mall. Gary, tell us about Clubhouse Golf.
Here at Clubhouse Golf, you can practice your game on some of the greatest, most famous courses in the world. Or visit Clubhouse Golf and we'll show you how we can install a simulator at your own home. We have several options designed to meet your budget. Try one of our state-of-the-art simulators. Who knows, you may want to get one for your own home.
Open 7 days a week as early as 6 a.m. Clubhouse Golf, conveniently located in the plaza at King of Prussia Mall. Welcome back. Inside Golf continues on a beautiful day here at North Hills Country Club. And I'm with the three amigos, three gentlemen who combined have been members here for 150 years. That takes it back a little bit. David Bradley has been here since 1965.
Yes, sir.
You told us your best handicap was an 18. But what were some of your best shots here at North Hills? For instance, some of your best scores on some of the holes out here.
Well, I had a 75 one day.
A 75?
Yes.
And what was your handicap at the time?
18.
Oh, sounds like a sandbagger to me.
No, but I was lucky.
You were lucky? 75.
And I won $545.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's a normal day for you.
It wasn't bad.
How about that?
Penny
George, how about you?
Well,
What's your best round?
what's my best round? I really don't know. I mean, haven't been too many, I should have, but I'll tell you what, my best time here at North Hills was this year. It was 6 months ago. And actually, net golf. You know what net golf is? They take in your handicap. Well, I had a 1 on number 11. In other words, I got a birdie with a shot. Went to the 18th. I got 2 shots on the 18th. I birdied the 18th.
You mean a natural?
Yes, yes, 2 natural birds.
So you made 3 for 1.
Yes, on 11.
That's
and-
tough to beat, George.
Yeah, I know it was. I'll never forget it. That's my greatest achievement here at North Hills Country Club.
Were
It's
you
still-
on in 2 here at 18?
Yes.
Or you had a chip on?
No, I was. No, I wasn't on in 2. I was
Okay.
on in 3, and I
3,
sank the
and then
putt.
you made the putt.
Made the
How
putt.
long was the putt? Do you remember?
Well, it was it was about. How long is the course there? No, seriously, it was probably 12 feet.
No kidding.
12 feet, and nobody clapped their hands more than I did.
I'm sure. And your partner, whoever that was.
Yep, yep.
How about Tom? How about you?
It just
Your best
became
score.
12 feet. It was really 3 feet, but over the years it grows a little bit.
What's your best round here?
I had a couple of 71s.
71, even par.
Yeah.
No kidding. What's a good round for you today?
I haven't played in a year, so I would if I broke 90, I'm pretty happy.
I would say you'd be in an elite class if you can get it around there. Right, George? Would you agree
Right,
with that?
I would.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to stand by. We're going to take a short break. Dave Bradley, George Conowall, and Tom Leahy. They're legends here or anywhere else. We'll be back with them. We're going to take a break, and our teed-off panel is next on Inside Golf. On site at Augusta National.
Well, let's be clear, Augusta National doesn't do leaps on anything.
Welcome back. Inside Golf Now continues with our teed-off panel. We are literally positioned here on the first tee at Bluestone Country Club, Blue Bell, Pennsylvania. And to find out how you can be here as a member of Bluestone Country Club in Blue Bell, go to their website. All the details are there, bluestonecc.com. All right, panel today has Joe Logan, myphillygolf.com. He'll tell you everything you want to know about golf in the Philadelphia area and well beyond. Good to see you again, Joe.
Good to be here.
All right. Joe Monforto is here. He is the Director of Communications for the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America. Joe, always a pleasure to have you here. And Chris Gardner, talk about Bluestone Country Club. He's the head professional.
Happy
you
to
know
have you.
all about this first tee and beyond here at Bluestone,
Yep.
don't you? Huh?
I'm your guide. Yep, absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Again.
Coming out.
Let's talk about recently they held a women's amateur, Joe, at Augusta National. 1 round there, and 1 round was at another course nearby in Augusta. It got pretty good reviews, I think, for first attempt. Fred Ridley, now the chairman at Augusta National, it came under his watch. And I think everybody was pretty pleased with it, especially the young women that played and had a chance to be trailblazers at Augusta National. I don't know if you caught any of the tournament. I'd like to get your reaction to that. And then, is it maybe time that Augusta took a leap and included it maybe in the rota of courses at the LPGA, maybe holding, you know, a major on site at Augusta National?
Well, let's be clear, Augusta National doesn't do leaps on anything. If you recall, though, they were going to host the 1996 Olympics when they were, I think, in Atlanta, but golf did not get included, so they were on board for that. But the closest analogy I can think of is they can't be pushed into anything. They can't be hurried into anything. You think back to the Martha Burke women's membership issue. Everyone was pressuring them from the outside. They weren't ready to do it yet. At least they weren't going to be pushed into it. I think they were closer to do it, ready to do it than people knew. But once the perception became that they were being pushed, they slowed down, backed the whole thing off. Now they've got a few women members. It's no longer an issue. And I think the same thing could happen with a women's major, but they've got to come to it on their own.
Right. Getting back to the Martha Burke thing, I remember there was a proposal among her supporters to boycott the sponsors, and they only have like 2 or 3 TV sponsors. So Augusta said, okay, there'll be no TV sponsors that year. So they took that took it off the table right away. They always seem to get out in front of a lot of these issues. And then when they do make it a decision, Joe, it's almost like, oh yeah, didn't you hear we've decided to have a women's amateur here at Augusta National? But what do you think about going forward? Do you agree with Joe that it's probably not going to happen like that?
No, I do think if it were to happen, it will happen slowly. But I think that it would be fantastic if it happened. I think one of the really neat things about Augusta and the Masters is that we know that course. You know, we've seen it over and over. So having a major for the LPGA at the same facility, you know, same venue, you know, something to look forward to. And anytime we could see Augusta, the golf course, on TV or in person is fantastic. You know, have it on TV all the time. You know, getting to see it, you know, we saw a little bit with Augusta Women's Amateur, then you get to see it with the drive, chip, and putt. You know, having the exposure of the facility and what that property is all about is awesome.
Yeah, drive, chip, and putt was kind of a revolutionary thing that they did in coordination with the USGA and the PGA and the LPGA. So it wasn't just Augusta, Chris, that was pushing it. This event seemed to be primarily Augusta, and it was with an amateur event. Do you kind of agree with these two guys that taking it forward at some point would really help?
Yeah, I'm all for it. I think, just like they said, it would be great. And I think a lot of the professional ladies players would love to have that tournament, of course. And nothing against their rotation of majors. They've got some good ones. But I had to wonder myself, you have the best lady amateurs in the country playing Augusta National, and how many of the professionals were jealous that they either haven't played Augusta or can't play Augusta? How many wanted to reclaim their amateur status just to play in that event? Because, you know, they can't. And they actually said during the telecast that some of the ladies were coming out of college and delaying going pro until after that event was over,
so
because they wanted to play in that event. Yeah. And that's great for the amateurs, but a little bit, you know, a little bit off-putting to maybe some of the pros.
Yeah, and the young lady that won it came down the stretch. I think she eagled the 15th hole, and then birdied 2 other holes in that stretch, including 18.
Yep.
And it was, you notice they put the pin right where it normally is on the final round of the Masters, and she was pin high. And
I think she's one of 3 players that played the last 6 holes 4 under in competition like that. I mean, you're talking about some of the legendary rounds on Sunday, and she finished in style with a birdie on 18. Something else I think was really great that Augusta did that I didn't hear enough about was the honorary starters. They had 4 honorary starters, the way we've seen Jack and Arnie.
Yeah, Annika was there, Lorena Choa, I believe, Nancy Lopez, and Sari Pak.
So a very cool moment for everybody, and I'm really glad they did that as well.
Well, Joe, you've been there. We've all had our little visits to Augusta. You've been there probably more than any of us, but when they do something, they do it right.
Yes, they do. They do. They have all the money in the world. I mean, you know, an example of the way they do something right like that is you'll, from one year to the next, you'll go back and on a hole like on the 17th, there'll be a 100-foot tree. Like, You know, they have the resources to go out. They don't plant a sapling. They go get a 80-foot tree and it's there. And it looks like it's been there forever. And they do that with everything they do, bunkers, and you know, they shut it down during the summer and redo the golf course or add a cabin, or you know, when money is no object, and the club is, the entire membership are, you know, CEOs and things, they can make things happen.
Right, yeah, and whoever is the chairman now, it's Fred Ridley, younger guy, but he knows. He's played there in the tournament as a competitor when he won the US Am, and he continues the tradition of doing it top shelf. Thanks, guys. We'll be back with more of Inside Golf in just a moment.
Located in Blue Bell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a luncheon, dinner, or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community.
Everyone is looking for something. Consistency. Quality. Peace of mind. Found. The Haverford Trust Company.
Welcome back to Inside Golf here at North Hills Country Club. Mike Riley joins us, general manager. He had been the head professional for years. Under Club Corp now, he is the GM. Mike, I referred to the three gentlemen seated out here on the patio as royalty. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, these guys, they bring so much character and life to the membership. I can't tell you how many times in our big events, our Better Balls, a lot of the junior members call them and want to pair with them and really just want to be exposed to them. They have great stories, a lot of experience, just a lot of fun to be with.
Everybody should have a chance to play golf with three guys like this.
Oh, there's no question about it. I've been at numerous clubs, and while those clubs might have members that are as senior as our members, they're not nearly as active. I mean, we see these three gentlemen on a regular basis. They play golf regularly, they hit balls regularly, and it's a special thing, very special.
I'm sure you'd agree. They're an inspiration as well as being great ambassadors, not just for golf, but for North Hills Country Club.
It's a special place. We've been around 111 years, and you know, they haven't been around the whole time, but a pretty good portion of it.
David Bradley is a very colorful guy. Witness, that's some pair of socks you have there, David.
Thank you kindly.
You wear them a lot?
Yeah, daily.
Are they a good luck charm or not? Huh?
Yeah.
There's always the next round. They're pretty special. All right, we're going to close our segment now. Tom, you get another knee replaced and you're going to be brand new. Almost, right? When you come back here and play? Is that the hope?
A little older, but brand new, yeah.
Okay. What little gem nugget of golf wisdom can you share with our viewers? Maybe a word of encouragement or two to help them get and approach the age of 91 and still be playing.
Well, I think it's the toughest game on the horizon. I can't conceive of any game being any tougher than golf. And witness some of these guys like Jordan Spieth that's having a very bad time, shot 40 in the Masters. And here's a guy that won everything 3 or 4 years ago.
He's got a long way to catch up to you at 91, right?
Well,
I have a feeling, though, he'll give it his best.
I
Georgie,
guess so.
You told me you spend a lot of time every morning,
yes,
before you even get out of bed, doing some exercise.
Yes.
Is that maybe one of the keys to your success at 96 to keep it going?
Well, no. I think the job I had, the work that I'd done was physical.
And you had your own home heating oil company.
And before that, I worked for my brother, who was a beer distributor. And I used to carry cases of beer up to second and third floor apartments, 2 or 3. And I had a regular route, and I'd done a lot of walking and climbing.
Heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting.
All right, here's your last shot on this show. Forget about your last shot in golf because there's still a long ways to go. But how much longer do you anticipate getting out there on the golf course?
I'd say 12 to 15 years.
You still go to the gym on a regular basis?
Yes.
And
4
like
days a week,
work on
5
those
days a week.
legs?
Yeah.
That's like Hogan said, it all starts from the ground up.
Ground up.
Well, guys, Tom Leahy, George Conowall, David Bradley, good to see you again.
Thank you very kindly.
Can't wait till I see you out there on that golf course, club in hand. As you said, David, just having a lot of fun.
That's right.
Enjoyed it, Harry.
Enjoyed immensely, and as I have over the years, playing with you guys and just watching you, hearing the stories, Tom Leahy practicing with snow coming down, doesn't get any better than that. Thanks for joining us with our 3 legends, members of royalty here at North Hills Country Club. They have seen a lot and done a lot over the past 150 years of membership combined right here. I'm Harry Donahue, and remember, no matter how bad it's going for you,
Don't pick up.
he started it all for us. We'll be back and see you next time here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. By the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.